A new report claims Donald Trump's team tried to recruit RFK Jr. as Trump's running mate. Joe Concha says, and I'm quoting now, the vice presidential picks matter more than ever before in this year's election. Concha is with me now. Joe, why is the Veep pick so important this year?
Well, this year, Stu, we have a situation where the consequential pick for Donald Trump is the fact that in 4 years, people see that person being the president, right? If Donald Trump wins and is successful, usually it's then, well, maybe we'll get that vice president in 8 years. So in this case, this is the person that will take the mantle from Donald Trump in an election year that will start basically in 2026. On the Democratic side, it's consequential in a different way, because you have a situation where 32% of Americans, this is according to a Washington Post poll, believe that Kamala Harris is ready to be president. I mean, that's a devastating number when considering most Americans, including a majority of Democrats, don't want Joe Biden running for a second term and being in the Oval Office until he's 86 years old. And perhaps, Stu, this is the reason why we keep hearing this theory that Michelle Obama will replace Joe Biden on the ticket at the convention in Chicago. I don't see that happening, but the chatter is only getting louder around that. So vice presidential picks usually don't decide elections, but they're going to have more of an impact this time around than most other elections do.
I think we've got another contender. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, tried to tout Biden's presidential record in an interview with ABC. Watch this.
It's not even a complicated campaign. We have the receipts. We have the best 3-year record of any modern American presidency. Period. Full stop.
Biden's approval is historically low. Why is that?
Everybody's approval across the spectrum. You find exceptions to that. The economy is booming, inflation is cooling, and of course the economic strategies this president's put together were all things Republicans dreamt of, but never delivered. He's delivered.
So, Joe, the best 3-year performance of any presidential in modern history. You want to take that to pieces?
Sure. Look, that wasn't much of a pushback, by the way, from Jonathan Karl. He has found the time to write 3 profoundly negative books about Donald Trump, but just can't seem to find time to write one about Joe Biden. Look, Karl should have listed why Biden is at historical lows in terms of polling. Here are the facts, Stu. Inflation is still 250% higher than it was when Biden took office. Violent crime is still driving Americans out of American cities like Gavin Newsom, San Francisco, and Los Angeles to places like Nashville and Florida and Texas. The border is a #1 issue because even Democrats see what a national security threat it is to have hundreds of terrorists on the FBI terror watch list crossing into this country. Jonathan Karl didn't talk about that very much. And we see a patently weak president, at least he's seen as patently weak, by our adversaries like China, Russia, and Iran, that's using our U.S. servicemen and women as target practice in the Red Sea as we speak. So Jonathan Karl should have had Newsom answer those facts one by one, but instead offered up a weak question around polling to allow him to spin, and that is something that Gavin Newsom is very good at. Yep. So 3 years, great record. Then why, again, is Joe Biden at 33% approval, according to an ABC News poll? That is the lowest we've seen since Jimmy Carter and then some.
I hear you. Joe Concha, thank you very much indeed.